What's good, YouTube? Today we will be talking about the general ledger. Without wasting any time, let's get straight into it. Alright guys, as you can see, this is your general ledger. On your left hand side, it's your debit side. On your right hand side, it's your credit side. So what you're going to do on the debit side is you're going to take all the petty cash transactions recorded in the CPJ. You're going to record them on your debit side. Did you guys get that? All the transactions of the petty cash that were recorded in the CPJ, you're gonna record them on the debit side. For example, let me show you. Transaction number 1, an amount of 9,790 was given to the chief cashier as an advance. Check number 900 was issued. Alright, that's a CPJ, but it's a petty cash transactions. Sometimes they don't say it's a petty cash transaction. They want you to identify it by yourself. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this transaction and you're going to record it on the debit side of the general ledger. Let me show you. So what you're going to do is you're going to write bank, and then you write the amount. I hope you guys got that. Let's go to another one. Number 10, withdrew 740 for petty cash. We record that on the general ledger on the debit side. You're gonna write bank and the amount, which is 740. Number 17, an amount of 650 was given to the chief cashier. So as I said, sometimes they want you to identify if it's petty cash or not. It can be tricky, so try to understand that sometimes you have to identify if it's petty cash. So the amount is 650. We go to the general ledger on the debit side again. Same thing you've been doing, bank 650. Here's another one, number 30. The petty cashier received an amount from the chief cashier to restore the interest. Guys, this is important. Keep in mind that this one, you don't record it in the general ledger where they talk about to restore the interest. You do not record it in the general ledger. Just know that you are failing if you do that. A lot of people make that mistake. This transaction is basically about restoring. So you do not record it in your general ledger, you leave it out. So far we have only 3 petty cash transactions from the CPJ. As you guys can see, it's only 3 transactions of the petty cash from the CPJ journal. You do not calculate yet. You go to the credit side. You'll only calculate after to see which side is greater. So off to the credit side we go. On the credit side, as I said in the previous video, what you do on the credit side is that you're going to take the total of the petty cash from the petty cash journal. Did you guys get that? You take the total amount of the petty cash from the petty cash journal. Alright? So you're going to write total which is 1520. This amount we got it from the total of the petty cash journal. Just like I told you from that video that the total you get from the petty cash journal, you record it on the credit side of the general ledger. So what we are going to do now, we are going to calculate to check which side is greater. It can either be this side or this side. Alright, let's calculate. From the calculations that I have made, the debit side is greater. So what you do is you're going to write the total you got from the debit side, which is 11180. All right. This same amount, you write it as well this side, which is 11180. What you do on the left, you do on the right. What you do on the right, you do on the left. In this case, the debit side was greater, so we are going to take that amount and we're going to record it as well on the credit side. So, but we are not finished yet. Now, what you have to do now is you are going to take this amount and minus it with this amount. All right? You're going to take this amount and minus it with this amount. After doing your calculations, what you're going to write is balance brought down. Okay? And you write the amount you got when you subtracted this 2. You write it here, which is 9660. After doing that, you're going to calculate this 2 to check if they give you this answer. If it doesn't give you this answer, just know that your whole thing is wrong. So you're going to calculate this 2. You're going to add this and this to check if it gives you this. Okay? It's all about balancing. It's all about balancing. If it doesn't give you this amount, then it's wrong. All right? Yes, indeed, it does give me the same amount. So the general ledger is balanced. All right? Remember, guys, you calculate first, you check which side is greater. In this instance, the debit side was greater. All right? You write the amount. This amount, you subtract it with this amount to give you this amount. All right? After that, you add these 2 to check if they give you this answer. All right? You check if it gives you the same answer. Both answers, the answer this side should be the same as the answer this side. Did you guys get that? I hope I tried to make it easy for you guys. Alright, man, that's it for the general ledger. I hope I made it easy for you to understand. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, salute.